One of the most exciting reveals of the recent September Nintendo Direct was the teaser for the 6th and final wave of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. The teaser revealed Wii Daisy Circuit, and in an even crazier turn of events, 4 new playable characters, those being Diddy Kong, Funky Kong, Pauline, and Peachette. Today, I'm using the new information to help make the most up-to-date Wave 6 predictions. And with that out of the way, let's get into the first cup of Wave 6, which will be the Acorn Cup. To kick off the Acorn Cup and Wave 6 as a whole, I personally think there is no better choice than one of our 2 remaining city tracks from Mario Kart Tour. And the one I'm choosing here is Madrid Drive. As a bright, inviting, and action-packed track, complete with a town square patrolled by giant wigglers and Shoe Goombas kicking balls in a stadium, Madrid Drive would be a fantastic way to kick off this wave. I slot Madrid in here as my pick for track 1 of the Acorn Cup because, as the previous 5 waves have clearly shown us, both of these new cups will undoubtedly begin with one of the 2 remaining Mario Kart Tour city tracks. Following Madrid Drive, I'm slotting in the one Wave 6 track we already know about as the second track of the Acorn Cup. This is, of course, the returning track from Mario Kart Wii, Daisy Circuit. Wii Daisy Circuit is a beautiful, traditional style racetrack, which is why I think it would work nicely as the second track of the Acorn Cup. It will be a gradual step away from the real-world city tracks and into more standard Mushroom Kingdom fare. We know for certain that Wii Daisy Circuit will be part of one of the Wave 6 Cups, and for my money, I think we could see it as early as the second track of the Acorn Cup. For the third track, I'm predicting the return of a long-time fan favorite, and that's Dino Dino Jungle from Mario Kart Double Dash. While the Mario Kart Double Dash game provides us with several viable options for returning courses in 8 Deluxe, I'm picking Dino Dino Jungle because it's one of the handful from that game that's already been remade in Mario Kart Tour. Other courses with this distinction include GCN DK Mountain and Mushroom Bridge, both of which I also think we could easily see in Wave 6. But I think Dino Dino Jungle has a lot going for it in particular. First of all, it's a course that historically gets remade frequently. It's originally a Double Dash track, but we also saw a remade version in Mario Kart 7 on 3DS. And of course, it was remade again in Mario Kart Tour. I see no reason Dino Dino Jungle couldn't get remade again. Not to mention some of the subtle Dino Dino Easter eggs in other courses of the Booster Course Pass. Taking all this into account, I think the momentum for this course to be joining Wave 6 seems to be building, and I think that's what's going to give it the edge over the other GameCube courses in contention. And lastly, I'm moving on to the final track of the Acorn Cup, and here I'm going to choose Piranha Plant Pipeline from Mario Kart Tour. I think Pipeline is the most dynamic choice and the more viable cup ender out of the 2 Tour original tracks we can assume to see in Wave 6. Plus, Piranha Plant Pipeline has the potential to get a very nice upgrade in 8 Deluxe. We could even see anti-gravity on some of the pipe sections, making for what could be a fantastic, memorable new addition to the game, and if you ask me, a great way to close out the first cup of our final Booster Course Pass wave. Moving on to the second cup of Wave 6, and quite possibly the final DLC cup of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now we're talking about 4 more courses to make up the Spiny Cup, and the tail end of the Booster Course Pass as we know it. To the surprise of no one, the first course I'm choosing for the Spiny Cup is none other than Rome Avanti, the final real-world city course from Mario Kart Tour not currently in 8 Deluxe. The nighttime lights of Rome Avanti will be the perfect way to open up the Spiny Cup, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this course will translate over to the game. To follow the pattern established in the rest of the Booster Course Pass, it's a given that the 2 new cups will begin with Tour City tracks. And since I picked Madrid Drive for the Acorn Cup, naturally Rome Avanti is the one to begin the Spiny Cup. a very easy choice. For the second track of the Spiny Cup, I want to select a seemingly inevitable course for the Booster Course Pass, and that's SNES Bowser's Castle 3. Just to echo what's been said countless times about this track during the last several months of Booster Course Pass speculation, SNES Bowser's Castle 3 seems like it was built with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in mind. As a classic Super Nintendo track brought into Tour with much more than just a visual upgrade, SNES Bowser's Castle 3 in Tour seems like it will translate seamlessly to 8 Deluxe. And thematically, a Bowser's Castle track does seem like a fitting pick to feature in the final cup of the final wave. With the third slot of the Spiny Cup, something I really wanted to do is predict some kind of all-new Nitro track, similar to what we saw with Sky High Sundae or Yoshi's Island. But with the recent announcement of Mario Kart Tour getting no new courses, drivers, karts, or gliders following the Battle Tour early next month, it also seems inevitable that the Tour original Piranha Plant Cove will end up being my choice for the second to last course of the Spiny Cup. Despite my sneaking suspicion that we might see an all-new Nitro track as a sort of final surprise, I still think it just makes too much sense to bring over the still relatively new Piranha Plant Cove from Tour. My official prediction is choosing this track for spot 3 of the Spiny Cup, and I'm very excited to see this underwater course come to 8 Deluxe as our final non-retro remake of the pass. And finally, for my last new course of the Spiny Cup, and quite possibly the entire Booster Course Pass, I see it going no other way than adding the beloved course Wii Rainbow Road. The Wii version is one of the most memorable Rainbow Roads in the history of the franchise, and I'd love to see this fan favorite get a visual upgrade into HD on Nintendo Switch. Ending the Booster Course Pass on a Rainbow Road just seems right, and the Wii edition is one of the best choices I can think of. There are not many courses left that have the iconic status needed to end the Booster Course Pass in a sufficient way, but in my opinion, Wii Rainbow Road is one of those select few. And there you have it, my Wave 6 predictions and possibly my final DLC predictions for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. If this is the end of the Booster Course Pass, and this is the last predictions video I get to make, it's been an amazing ride. I've had a genuine blast speculating about each wave, and getting hyped for each reveal and wave release, and I'm truly gonna miss it. I do think it's possible that as we learn more about Wave 6, we get an announcement for even more extended content to this game. But honestly, for a Mario Kart game that's been alive and well since 2017, and even earlier if we're counting the Wii U release, all good things must come to an end. And if this is the end of the Booster Course Pass, I've loved every minute. Thank you all for watching these prediction videos and sharing in it with me, and I appreciate you for sticking it through to the end of this one. Here's hoping for some Wave 6 news relatively soon.